Welcome everybody to the Crooked Lobang. Lots of Lobang. It's quite crooked actually. Holy shit! I just realized.
No, I'm gonna adjust that, dude. So it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be crooked.
So it's gonna say,
Yeah.
okay, fine. That's gonna be our intro because every intro has to be unique and different, and that's gonna be
Right.
ours. This week is crooked week.
Crooked week.
Yep.
Yeah. But you know who's gone straight?
No
Josiah.
one.
Josiah's gone straight.
Oh, Josiah's
Yeah.
gone straight.
I've given up on cigarettes. I've given up on vaping.
No,
I've
he does not vape. He just does cigarettes. Vaping is something he thought of but never did.
Yeah. I thought about it, but then I give it up because it's illegal and we shouldn't do it in Singapore.
Correct.
And you even gave up the thought about it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
He gave
So
up the
thought police do not come and catch me.
Yeah, he thought
Because
about
I'm
vaping.
innocent.
Yeah, he thought about vaping, but then it poisoned his system. Even the
Yeah.
thought of it just poisoned his system.
The
His-
thought of it caused my sinuses to be infected.
Correct. The law-abiding
Yeah.
part of him just couldn't agree with it. He's like, if I wanted to break the law, I would do coke, but he didn't.
But I didn't because I'm a
Didn't.
law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding citizen who
And-
doesn't use like a
Yeah.
Lala Move and
No.
Grab Express and all this kind
To buy meth.
to buy meth. He knows better.
Yeah. But now that I've gone clean and sober, I
Yeah.
think I should start being healthy again. I should start working out though.
Correct.
Yeah, you work out pretty regularly, right?
I try because I'm getting fat.
Yeah. I haven't worked out in like 5 years. So I think I need to start working out.
And I think that's why the withdrawal is so strong.
I think so too.
Because everything was like, all repressed inside all that.
Do you
kind
know
of
where I'm
thing.
going to work out this week? I'm going to go to F45 in Serangoon Gardens.
Yes, and we
Yeah.
covered that.
I'm going to go in and say, hey, who's the staff who took the video?
We covered that extensively on
Video
our
me.
Breaking Wind podcast with Breaking Wind episode. So subscribe to that if you want to know more.
Patreon.com/lots of lobang.
Only $2. Only $2.
Yes, only $2.
But when I find the staff who post that video, I'm gonna be a victim. I'm gonna say I'm really hurt by it, and you gotta make me happy by giving me 50% discount
Yeah.
Correct. They'll charge you more for your other side lah.
for my Chinese side.
Yeah, probably.
Then I will be like, hey, if you don't give me 50%, I'm gonna set fire to this place.
Yeah.
Then
Because
they'll
I'm a
send you-
vengeful spirit.
They would send you
I'm a
to
vengeful
jail.
And on their next F45 Instagram post, you're going to comment why wasn't I invited for the orgy?
Correct. You would do something like that, and then we all get in trouble.
According to the video, I might take the lady on the left. The lady on the right, I don't know.
Which one? The one with the short hair?
No, the one with the shorter hair cannot lah.
Why not
Yeah,
both?
the one on the left, not too bad.
Why not
The one
both?
with the pink top.
Yeah, the pink top one, not too bad.
Why
She
not?
looks tight.
Why not
tighter
both?
lah,
You need
tighter.
someone to carry the camera. You need someone to film.
No, the fella who...
The F45
person who-
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who initially filmed the thing lah.
Yeah, but his interest is only the ones in front of the camera.
The thing is, I don't know whether the staff is male or female.
That's
But then again, I don't discriminate. If it's male, don't touch me for that. Just hold the camera.
Oh.
If it's female, you can stroke my balls.
No.
That's why I'm not homophobic in that sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you
I'm very fair. I'm very fair.
glad you clarify that because our topics for this week
Yeah.
is it's somewhat bordering around that sensitive area.
Right.
Like what does it take for you to be homophobic?
I see.
Correct. Is it once when you go around and you sense a gay person, do you just, act
Right.
in the same way I feel when I'm at heights? That
Right.
So you see a gay person, you go like, is that homophobia? Homophobia?
Right.
Is it the one where you're physically afraid of them? Like if a person comes up and you say, "Hi, my name is so and so, and I'm gay," and you go like, "Wow!"
Right.
You just act like it's Halloween and you saw a ghost. Is that the kind of homophobia we have, or is it the kind where it's implied? It's implied where you say something like, "I don't think this person should be gay in the movies just cause to suit certain demographics. Like it
Right.
serves no plot line." Homophobia. Is that the kind one, or is
So
it?
Sean, you're saying that there's been a misuse of the term phobia.
What is that? Phobia is a fear. Like
Fear.
You're afraid of spiders. If you see a spider, it's like, oh my god, it's a spider.
Usually phobia refers to irrational fear.
Say what?
Irrational fear.
No, what phobia?
Phobia. Just phobia.
Oh, irrational fear.
Yeah.
Irrational. So you're just afraid of spiders for the sake that they have more limbs than you.
Right.
2 times more limbs than you. So you're actually just afraid of numbers. Like you're just afraid of
Or
competition.
like what you said, heights.
Heights. Like I'm afraid of
Right.
heights. Like irrational fear of heights. Just go up the
What did
heights.
heights do to you? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Unless you fall.
It's the fear of falling.
And then you die.
So I have an irrational fear of falling. So I don't like to fall. When I fall, I scream. So
Yeah. What's the irrational fear of gay people though?
just finding out that that person likes the gender, his own gender, and it just freaks you out. You're just like, oh my god, how could you do that? How could you
Right.
like another gender? You just scream and you're afraid. You break out in sweats
Right.
and you shiver and you're like,
Mm.
no,
Well,
don't.
but
Am I
Don't be gay.
am I homophobic to say, hey, don't fuck me in the ass, but you can tickle my balls?
No.
no.
Is it? Can I draw the line?
No, that's a
Between-
negotiation.
That's it. Okay.
No,
Cool.
but
cool.
now it's been
Yeah.
used.
That's why we need a lawyer here.
like
That you're trying to find middle ground,
I see.
right?
Yeah.
But the term phobia is being used really easily.
Right.
and
It's
But
and
what,
even
what,
without-
what if the guy has very coarse hands, and then I'd be like, I don't want your hands on my body because I feel like
goes back again. Negotiations.
just use your tongue,
Yeah,
just
negotiation.
licky sucky.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's
a contract. It's between two people.
Right.
Whatever you want to do.
But-
Assuming
it's
the
fine.
person is a consenting adult.
yeah.
yes.
But now the word homophobia is not used in the same line as someone who's claustrophobic.
Right.
It's not used it's used in a way that's more. It's more in a not saying an attack lah. It's more of a.
It is an attack. It is an attack. Same thing. Xenophobia.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Right?
So
Same thing.
So yeah, it's on that line. So like
Yeah.
when you're afraid of arachnids, right? It's understandable
Hmm.
because this is not. But now the way homophobia is used is not described the fear of. It's like it's used almost like a label. You true. he has a phobia of cups.
Yeah. When you
So-
start talking about
No, that's
homo,
not,
I get
that
I
was
get
not
distracted.
phobia. That was dumbness.
Yeah, I get a little distracted.
Like okay,
Without checking that.
I don't know whether there's such thing as necrophobia. So it's a fear
Yes,
of dead
there
thing.
is.
So necrophilia, necrophobia.
I'm pretty
Necrophilia.
sure there is. Yeah.
You like dead people.
Yeah.
Necrophobia would be normal. What normal people?
So is it right to
Prescribe to.
What about homophilia?
Homophilia.
You love gays.
You love gay people.
Yeah, that's the same thing as homosexual. That means
Yeah.
you're.
So the current society
hey, no, that's not true. Homosexual is someone who is attracted.
to the same gender.
to gay people.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
To someone of the same sex.
Same
Yeah.
sex, yeah.
yes. So
gay
homophilia
people.
is attraction to gay people.
Right.
Is it? Yes.
Attraction
No,
to gay. Doesn't
to
just-
the same your same sex.
Doesn't that make you homosexual?
Same. Yeah, it's interchangeable.
So homophilia and
Unless
homosexual.
some fucking
So,
linguist comes
The
in
thing is that if
and corrects us.
if you're homophobic,
Yeah.
shame on you. However,
Yeah.
the things you can be, the things that you can fall into that will make you homophobic, is now quite broad. Like
Extremely
you
broad.
no longer have to just be afraid of the idea of gays, but the fear of ideas of gays permeates in the fact that you can't even see it in like comic strips or
Yeah.
anything, which is where it's coming to now, because they recently I think they made Superman's son bisexual.
Right.
And,
Right.
and any DC fan that spoke up against it, they're all homophobic.
Right.
Even though the fact that I think people question whether the need to make him bisexual is to appeal to just one
To the woke audience, lah. I
to
guess.
the world audience. That's what they're worried about. But in comics, right, I give it to them, because comics is where your creativity flows. It's
Yeah.
where you write a book, and if there's a plot line to follow, fine. So comic books and comic heroes, you have that. It's almost writing their background. So if you want to write that Superman's son is bisexual, if it flows within the comic, fine. Like it's honestly fine. Make him that. The one we want to bring up is the Eternals, the movie that came out, the MCU they're doing it. So you would like them to be like somewhat almost accurate to the plot line lah. But
Or the comic
the
references.
comic reference. So Eternals are these beings created by the Celestials. They're
Right.
meant to be better than humans in every way. So like superhumans are. Yet MCU decided to make one of them. They decided to give one of them a disability, which is deafness. Now, no one has anything against deaf people,
Right.
but to follow the comic book,
I
plot
disagree
line-
with that. There are people out there who dislike deaf people. Because when they're fucking them, the moans are too loud.
I
林伟明
I thought it's because everyone wants someone to.
That's where you bring in the ball gag.
Correct, but it's like,
And then
Yeah.
you strap the ball gag in and like
I-
shut
I-
your mouth.
I only had sometimes because of communication problems. How you want someone to listen to you if the person can't listen.
Right.
It's like he cannot listen to you. That's already a big problem.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
林伟明
No, so for the sake.
But also,
of,
if they can't shout help, then
yeah. So
does
for,
that
I
does that
haven't.
make it safer?
LIM WEI MING
You will only that will only be detrimental if the person who's deaf is your bodyguard.
Then he wouldn't be a bodyguard.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
you want to be inclusive. So
Because they wouldn't be able to hear the
no,
perpetrator coming.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
He'll be in a room watching you, so it's different. So
What?
yeah, voyeurism, everything is like you like to be watched. So you're an
林伟
exhibitionist.
明
I thought what we said was bad, and then this for the
You're-
fucking voyeurism.
You're
Is
an
it is it a rape if she can't hear it coming?
You're an exhibitionist and the bodyguard's a voyeur. Perfect combination. So no, it's this thing where why did they do it? I actually haven't read it yet. I haven't seen the reason behind it, but they wanted to include a deaf superhero. So for the Eternals, it just doesn't fit for me in the sense that these are Celestials. They wanted to create like more perfect beings. Why would they give one of their beings
A disability.
disability? And I'm not attacking disabled people. They can be superheroes. We have the X-Men, Professor X. He is in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
We have Daredevil. He's blind. So it's not that disability doesn't exist in a superhero society. It's just that for the Eternals,
Yeah.
I would question why the Eternals.
Was it injury? Was it because they fought the deviants?
I
or some
hope so
shit?
because I haven't watched it yet. So
Right.
maybe it's an injury. If that's the case, my case is rest.
Yeah.
I rest my case. Like that's fine. And then on the other hand, once again, for the community at hand, they made one of the characters gay.
Right.
And in the comic books, that person was not
Right.
gay. So you can see where if someone's an actual Marvel fan, they'll be like, what's the point? Like, why introduce that thing? It's like, oh, we want to include everyone. But why? Like, it doesn't drive the narrative anywhere. The comic book was one way. You just stick to it and make other characters that are not in the comic book gay. Like, why change it or introduce a new character and then make that person like, why would you degrade it? Like, you take a character that's already written and then you swap the character out just to give someone that purpose. I think it just cheapens it cheapens it on both sides. You feel like no original character deserves to be that one because it won't be appealing. So it boils down to you just want to make money, so you're appealing to a broader audience. And I can't fault you for that, but if you mask it as trying to be a hero for that community, come on lah.
Okay. So I think I'll bring up this point just to get this point out of the way, lah.
Right.
One thing that people who would oppose your point of view come up with would be that it's all made up anyways. Why can't we make this shit up as well as we go?
Mm.
Right?
You can just take it all the way, create a new character lah. You can make up a new character lah. You don't
No,
have
but
to swap the.
each and every character was made up, right? These characters don't exist in reality.
Fine, I give that. It's like, yeah, I do give it. It's just that, for people who want to watch the thing is, I just question why duplicate? Like, the plication of it just,
Where do you think the placation started?
when I don't know. I honestly cannot put my finger on it. I just
Josie?
think it's when it got bigger and when Caitlyn Jenner became a
Okay. Josie?
when Jenner became a woman.
Where do you think this placation started?
Before that, I think going back to the comic books thing, I think we have always adapted, like when film studios or filmmakers adapt comic books, they've always changed some of the background or revolving around the main character or the side characters in the storybook, in the comic book and the graphic novel. So then I think the main question is, why is this such a big issue now? By making some of the characters gay, some of the characters not gay. changing like male and female characters around. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Eternals. I don't know whether is that a good call or not. The most recent uproar, I guess, would be in the MCU universe would be Doctor Strange and the Ancient One, where the Ancient One is supposed to be Tibetan, but they casted Tilda Swinton. She does look like, I mean, she looks weird.
She's white and bald.
Yeah, she's white and bald. So people were like, oh, like, why are you giving a white lady the job when you could hire like a Tibetan like fucking actor to play the role?
Yeah.
But the answer is simply because they want to appeal to the China market, and having a Tibetan monk in the film
That goes against.
that goes against the whole China and Tibet and all that shit lah. So
Yeah.
it becomes a very political thing, and then you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars.
So, but would it be right to say that it's not actually political? It's just financial.
Yeah, it is financial.
Yeah,
No,
so
it's politics
And
which
yeah.
will
Yeah, so
eventually.
So it's all. I mean, it's the
Fuck
same
around
thing
with the
lah.
bottom
To
line lah.
hire
Yeah.
her as one thing lah, but it's the same thing. They could have made her gay as well.
Who?
The Sorcerer Supreme.
Could be.
They
yeah.
could have they could do this kind of thing, but the point of doing that would just to appeal to a community lah,
Could
and
be.
serve no other purpose lah.
Yeah.
Which is in this case what I'm saying lah. It all the purpose it serves is to appeal to that community, no other purpose. The plot line, everything, it just goes on the same way. It's just to appeal to a community,
Yeah.
and in that sense, I'm like, fine. I mean, not say fine. It's like it's a financial grab. Other than that, it means nothing.
Yeah. I mean, the studios have been doing it time and time again.
Yeah.
To make money,
whatever
to
makes
appeal
money.
to the
So,
general
yeah.
public.
Yeah, so when the general
ride on
public
trends.
hype up and say like, oh, this is our first one, and I just
Yeah.
see that it's insignificant. It means nothing because it's for a financial grab. It doesn't serve your community any purpose. It doesn't even stay true to the comic book because they just switched it up. Instead of creating something new and original, they just took something that was already popular and switched it just to appeal to you. It's cheap. That's what I mean. It's just cheap, and
Yeah.
we are lapping it up
But
because it just seems
Again-
nice.
again, we don't know whether how that character's role, how big of a role that person's sexuality played in the film. It could be something revolving around
No.
the main plot. It could be, or it could not be.
If it played a thing, the comic book would have gone one way. They took it from the comic book, but they switched it up for the show.
Yeah, but
And the only reason for that is to grab more money.
yeah, but whenever you adapt something, you always change it for the better, right? So I'm not sure whether the filmmaker changed it
I mean, we could watch
for
it
the
and see,
better in the universe of the Eternals, or is it just like, oh, he's gay because we want to appeal to the we want to ride the current trend?
So wait, maybe because he's gay and the deviants are homophobic.
Could be. Oh. Or maybe the deviants are gay and then he fucks all of them to death.
Could be like how
Could be.
they related Jordan Peterson to one of the characters, one of the comic book characters. What?
The Red Lobster. Hydra, right? It's a
No,
Hydra.
but-
No. Some other shit, right? Hydra.
As a villain, as a villain, yeah.
But I
Yeah.
realize the flaw in my argument is that if it's not written in the comic, it shouldn't be done in the thing. I understand where it's coming from, and it seems like I'm only applying it for when this happens. But I said like if it drives the story forward, like you were saying, if it drives the story, if they make the change to drive the story forward in some way, fine.
If it's just a token
Because
piece, then
like you said, in movies they do change the things to drive the story in another way, like maybe make it more modernly, like in Superman last time he can leap tall buildings, not necessarily fly, move faster than a bullet, but now they make it more faster because things move faster than bullet. They change it to push the plot forward, fine. But if you change it just to placate one group,
yeah.
what's the point?
But that's the whole thing.
If I wanted that, then I would have a Chinese guy who's pale, skinny, and hunched over as a superhero. Then it will appeal to me. I was like, yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy you should admire.
Yeah.
That's the
But
guy who
it
last stuff.
It all
Yeah.
started with the blacks.
Huh?
It all started with Black Panther. Why do the blacks need a superhero? Why
the
do they
Black-
ever need a
but the-
superhero?
But
Fucking hell.
no, the Black Panther was in the comic. The Black Panther was a Wakandan.
Yeah, but
So-
you see, there was no need to even make it such a big thing.
No, you-
Black people don't need superheroes. Black families need fathers.
林伟明，
I thought you were gonna say Michael Jordan, Martin Luther King.
No, but to be honest,
Yeah.
black superheroes are their athletes.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Fucking hell. In America,
Yeah.
the black population just need to watch the Olympics every 4 years. Those
Yeah.
are your superheroes. Fucking hell, they are whipping every in track, in basketball, in so many other sports.
I'm saying what you're
They are
saying.
They are doing
You're
things
saying-
that no any other fucking
You're saying like the black communities, they have actual
Superheroes.
real life super yeah
superhumans.
superhuman athletic superhuman yeah.
Fucking hell, they dominate every sport
Right.
in America. Basketball,
also
baseball.
But also the whole thing is not so much about Black Panther, but how the media portray
Exactly.
Black Panther to be like, oh, now it's the first superhero,
Who
and
is
then
black.
Wakanda forever. and
Yeah.
No, it's
all
the
that
first.
shit, yeah.
It's the first standalone superhero where the black
Yeah.
superhero isn't just a side piece
Yeah.
character. So it's one that stood by himself and it's huge.
So and
But
then the
you see, I
media
have no
jump into
issue
that.
with
lah.
that because Black Panther, I think, it stayed true to its like almost comic origin. They didn't change much. He was written that way.
Imagine Black Panther with a white guy.
Yes. Yes. So
no,
you see,
Black Panther Indian.
so you
Why?
see,
Because we got quite a substantial Indian
so
population in
you
New Jersey.
see, it would almost. Would I be correct to say it would almost be the same if we changed a Black Panther character to fit this,
Yeah, but also it's
but
about
have no
No, if they had made the Black Panther character gay,
no for no other
fuck
reason.
George Floyd.
No, for
The cities of America would have burnt twice as quick.
But no, I'm saying, but for no other reason than to appeal to thing. It wouldn't make sense, correct?
for what?
To just make him gay, but to drive the plot nowhere.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
Like not to even to drive to change it in a way that's any way different.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
To change it only for the sake to stand in line with this group.
Oh, but Sean, you know what I was saying about Black Panther?
Yeah.
Is that there was no need for Black Panther at all.
Why?
The production and the film that was made to placate to black people
No, but
and to placate
no. Okay,
white
okay,
America
okay.
that is very, very guilty.
But my vision of it, my version of it is different. Like Black Panther himself, he's a hero. Like he is.
yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm
Correct.
not saying
So-
anything else about the
And
comic.
your idea is that they made it a movie in order to make that money, right? So
No, it's not make that money. It's like they chose Black Panther for a specific reason.
oh,
And also the time also.
And the time.
The
Yeah.
timing, yeah. They could have done this 10 years ago.
so
Yeah.
They could have. But
when
why
it-
now?
yeah, when
Why
it come-
only now,
When
right?
it comes down to film studio, they do not stand for
So-
your narrative. They do not stand for
so
your.
so you
for-
can argue that, like right now you say that oh it's a good change, like people are seeing that we need more diversity.
yeah,
Yeah, but people
it's
have
all-
been talking about diversity for how long already?
correct.
Since the 50s.
Hollywood, right, made films with Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
They made films with
Now LeBron James.
Shaquille O'Neal, Shazam,
Shazam.
right?
And then
Yeah, but-
now
Right?
LeBron
So,
James. Space
no,
Jam.
the films were all shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is
Hey,
that
Space Jam was okay lah.
Space Jam was
Fun.
okay, but
Fun.
but the thing is that they made films with all these black athletes, right?
Yeah.
African American athletes,
Mm.
because they knew that they could make money
Right.
out of these people's popularity, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't need to do a superhero
So
film or
basically,
whatever.
they don't care. lah.
They don't care.
So
Yeah.
our main
That's true.
Our main point, I think the one that we agree on is that every single film they make now, whatever kind of meaning you want to take from it, it means nothing.
From a business standpoint, it's brilliant
Yes.
though. It's a brilliant move.
So no,
To make Black Panther right now, like
Yeah.
when it 2018?
so it's all
When, to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Panther
The
2018. It's a
all-
brilliant
Wakanda
move.
shit, yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
money grab. It stands for nothing. So if they make a character gay inside, don't take it
Too
anyway.
hard. Yeah.
If they take anyone, they change anyone, they make him deaf, dumb, blind, Sean or what nonsense, it means nothing. It's just at that point in time, it's popular for them to do it to make their money.
Oh yeah.
Stop making it some some
Oh,
cause
dude,
to
Blade, Wesley Snipes.
yeah, Wesley.
Yeah,
no.
Blade. That
Yeah.
was pretty big at that
I
time.
mean now
and then now they're going to remake with
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali.
but imagine if they made Blade white,
Yeah, then that would be a problem. That'd be a huge problem.
right?
Yeah.
White.
No,
done,
but you see, no one had problems with Blade. Blade, that character, right, was accepted universally.
correct.
Blade was fucking good.
It was
movie,
damn
dude.
cool.
The
No.
third one was a bit but the first two I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. The first two.
Blade Trinity, yeah.
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 The thing is, I think we need to remove it. Movies, we should treat them like how the Hindis and the Tamils do their show. It's a fantasy.
Right.
It's somewhere to remove you from
No.
reality.
Sean, that is not helpful at all.
Why?
Tamils and people in Bollywood, the industry, they are trying to bring it into reality.
A horse that can go
No,
horizontal.
they are
under
going. They are
They're moving away from
moving
that.
away
right?
from that.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
They are condemning that, saying that
No.
please don't think of the general public as stupid fucking dumb fucks.
No.
Yeah.
I found the beauty in that.
There's no beauty
it's-
in that.
This is where you
It's
separate.
exploitation.
You separate the world of fantasy and reality.
No, if you want to make a fantasy film, you make a fantasy film and
Yeah.
say that it's a fantasy film.
Yeah,
But also the fantasy film has to adhere to its laws of physics within the universe.
but the thing
Yeah.
is that I thought they exaggerated it so much, so when the person watching it can actually remove themselves from reality and know that nobody can make a horse go horizontal under a
No,
truck.
but see, the problem with equating it with Indian cinema
yeah.
is that Indian cinema is extremely political.
Oh,
Besides Bollywood.
okay.
Besides Bollywood, the Hindi films, most of those films are not political at all. But Tamil films from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra, in Maharashtra, Marathi, Bengali, they are all very political. They make political stances.
So it's the same lah. It's the exact same lah. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So
the
one point is just
the
that
same shit you were
fucking
talking
movies.
about, right? Like the horses being
Yeah.
like going vertically below a carriage.
Yeah. But they blame it on
No, then the guy
Right
who's riding the horse goes unscathed.
unscathed.
Same, his legs should be scraped. All his skin should be
Well,
missing.
the right leg
Nothing-
should be broken. lah,
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then the same guy, right, will make political statements
Okay.
right after that horse
Okay.
scene.
Okay. My
In the
horse,
film.
my
In the
horse was
film.
only able to do it because I supported this and this and this. So no, I okay. Maybe the one I want to get is that stop making it such a statement. It's not a statement. It's a money grab. It means nothing. So what if they make that character gay? It means zero. It doesn't stand for anything. It doesn't mean we will automatically accept anything because it doesn't follow any. I mean, it doesn't stand. There's no stance in it apart from money. The studios don't care.
Right.
It's like you all said. When they made Black Panther, it was to appeal to something. It stood for nothing. Maybe for a Grammy or whatnot. Sorry, not Grammy. Oscar.
Yeah.
It stands for nothing. It's so superficial. It stands for nothing. So in this case, the Eternals, when you immediately go up and say like, oh, it bombed because it's homophobic, that the group slammed it for. I guess there is some truth to that. Yeah, people who are against that thing will go against but then you bring it by the other hand. Was there any point to it? Was there any point to make that character gay? No. It's to appeal to the ones so they can be more popular in the
Yeah,
film.
but also now you're gonna talk about the backlash, right? Like especially in Singapore, it's not too bad because they slap on an M18 rating.
Yeah.
Rating, yeah.
But in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and in Kuwait, I think the film has been outright banned because of its LGBT, the gay character lah.
The Muslim society is quite strict on that stance, and in somewhere in the Middle East where they're still more onto the religious side.
Don't speak ill of my bosses.
Yeah. And then in China,
But surprisingly, India is PG, right? They're like, fuck it. Like,
India is unrated. So you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyone can watch it lah.
anyone can watch it.
Yeah.
India is taking a more progressive stance on it.
No, but you see, they gave it a U certificate, right? So they have U, UA, and A. A is adults only.
Right.
So UA is like in between, right? But for them to even give the U certification, right? How many cuts did they propose?
Oh,
That we don't know.
I see.
So we
maybe
can
they cut all the parts.
we have to watch the Indian version
Right.
for us to honestly say that it was unrated.
Yeah.
It was for everybody,
I see.
right? So to even say that it's unrated, that means they did not cut any scenes out from that. It's dishonest.
Technically, they have to announce if there's any amendments to the film.
But you see, they
Only to
only
people
announced
watch
the
it
rating.
they didn't
So
say whether
for
was it.
people who are not from India,
Yeah.
they wouldn't understand what goes behind the rating, right?
Right.
So the censor board actually, they are allowed to suggest cuts.
Right.
So they're
Right.
like, if you want which is unrated for
Yeah.
everyone, you have to cut these scenes out.
Yeah.
You
but,
want
but they
UA?
have to admit, right? That they have
Yes,
to.
yes. They everything will be published.
Right.
So it's now up to the production house to like come together and like, okay, let's go for this certification.
Right.
So we will tell them that, okay, we'll edit it back according to these criteria and we'll accept this.
Right.
Then the censor board will be like, okay, we'll sign off on that.
Right. Are there any kissing scenes? I don't know. Are there any kissing scenes, dude?
Yeah,
There are like.
between the
Gaaay and Gaaay.
the guy and guy.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's why they label it.
That's why it's
Because I think
fucking M18.
I think just saying that the two of them are gay and then they go around everything else, fine. But the moment they have intimate connection, I think that's no.
I think
no,
kissing scenes. I don't know. Is it very fucking disturbing to see two guys kiss?
for strict countries lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the rest of us, it's like, but as long as there's no
Yeah,
plowing.
but
of
if people
'cause
think that it's wrong,
plowing-
then it's
Yeah.
obviously offensive to them.
If it's just like two lips just touch each other and then move away? I mean, if there's no tongue involved,
it's for the country.
If there's no tongue involved, though.
It depends on their.
or maybe because it's like COVID, then like this is how COVID started.
no.
That's
Then all
That's why we
kissing,
need to-
then all kissing scenes will be gone. So you're in characters that look at each
COVID
other
started in a computer.
yeah. Like
COVID started like AIDS.
I mean, if
between
you-
two
if-
straight, between two gay guys.
if you really wanted it
No.
to make, if you really wanted to make that serious, right? Any movie made from 2020 onwards, right? All the characters all have to wear masks.
Oh shit! But yeah, that's true. That'd be
Yeah.
fucked up though.
Correct? All masks. Yeah.
Actually, that's not accurate also.
How
lah.
come? 1 meter apart, bro. 1 meter apart.
Yeah.
If you
Pandemic.
had watched the Manchester derby yesterday, there was zero masks in the crowd.
God.
In the crowd, people don't give a fuck. The
It's a-
people,
No,
people who
you,
are
you
working.
didn't see it. It's the mask of shame.
Oh no, that I saw it on the face.
Yeah, it's a mask of shame.
Yeah.
Pure shame.
But there were no physical masks.
Because this was a derby. This was a Merseyside derby, and you saw the shame, and that
No,
was
it's
all
not Merseyside. It's Manchester derby.
Manchester. Whatever. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So it's a,
Wrong location,
it's
Sean.
wrong location. So it's a Manchester derby, and the shame was enough to protect them from COVID, because none of them were breathing. None of them could breathe. It's like.
But at least they did not
Enjoy
leave.
it while it lasts.
At least
Enjoy
they
it
did
while
not
it lasts.
leave
I'm not
the
enjoying
stadium.
it. You did us no favors.
I think
The wrong Manchester won that day.
No,
Right.
but Manchester City they are not
At least a draw.
they are not a threat lah.
Why couldn't you do a draw? What's
Chelsea
wrong with
is
you?
the main one.
yeah.
Just force
Um,
them to a draw, man. A draw.
I'll not comment as long as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still in charge of Manchester United. I'll keep my comments to myself lah. Yeah. I'll wait for the day when someone better comes in and takes his
Who?
place.
All they're gonna
Victor
be
Conte already went to
I think
Spurs.
at this point I could just send in my FM21 CV and then be like, yeah, I think I can manage.
What about Rijkaard?
I think I can manage. Cool. Is he's not coaching anymore?
Frank Rijkaard.
Frank Rijkaard.
He's not coaching at top level anymore, no? Where is he?
Frank Rijkaard isn't coaching. Ruud Gullit is not coaching, but they are pundits.
They've been out of the game for too long, lah. I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think they can come in. I think maybe Zidane, or they might be waiting for
Cantona.
Juventus. Fuck you.
Is it?
Juventus.
Who? Sari? No. Sari. No.
Algari? Alighieri?
Oh,
I can't pronounce his first name.
Where is Pochettino?
PSG.
Pochettino is PSG.
Yeah, he got a good contract, lah. He's not going to leave PSG.
Yeah. Why would he leave?
Dude,
Yeah.
why?
Unless
would
he got
You
unless he
got
gets sacked.
Messi,
he got
Neymar,
Messi,
Mbappe.
he got
But I'm pretty
Neymar,
sure if he
got
doesn't
Mbappe.
get into the finals of like Champions League,
He'll
right,
be
he
sacked,
might
yeah.
be sacked, lah. Yeah, that's the bare minimum, dude. You fucking bought Messi, you can't even go to Champions League finals.
Actually, you know who you guys should get now? Mancini.
Mancini.
Yeah.
Mancini
oh.
is a good manager.
He brought City to league title. What?
League title. Yeah,
First,
exactly.
first
Their
one in
first league
40
title,
years,
yeah.
I think. 40
Oh, yeah.
years, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
First
that's
Premier
true.
League title.
And then they sacked him.
No, like they sacked him after a couple of years after, right?
Next year.
Next year.
The year after they sacked him.
after, because he didn't repeat it.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah,
Ingratitude.
that was the season Ferguson won his final league title and then retired.
Ingratitude. I think it was
Oh.
stolen from him because in that season, right, Ferguson pulled all the power he could. All that, selling souls and all that nonsense. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what Ferguson does. He just sells souls of his last player to win that thing. I mean, he was like,
Van
shit.
Persie helped us lah. He scored like
exactly.
30 plus
Van
goals.
Persie.
Yeah.
Freaking Arsenal cost us the.
Maybe you
bloody-
should hire David Moyes again. He's been doing a pretty good job at West Ham.
At West Ham.
How about Arsene
Yeah,
Wenger?
Liverpool
playing,
now.
Liverpool playing West Ham.
How about Arsene
Oh,
Wenger?
what time?
midnight?
Oh, it's going to be a good game.
West
Yeah.
Ham.
Yeah.
It's
West
going to
Ham.
be a good game. They have to win.
Arsene Wenger.
No lah, the guy.
Arsene Wenger is out of the game.
The guy's in UEFA now. He's the one planning the schedule and all that shit. Why would we go back to club football?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But back on homosexuality.
Wait, what's our next topic?
Superman. Actually, that also buys in lah. It's kind of covered lah. No, kind of covered. Yeah. Comic book made him gay, but that's good. I think we covered. What's next?
Did we talk about it briefly?
briefly?
No, but,
It-
yeah, but
it
actually-
linked in.
it
but
goes to the bigger point. I think that was what we were planning on talking about. The bigger point is that why do people need to see themselves on the screen? Or why do they need to see someone from your community, your skin color, your sex?
to
on the screen?
validate your existence.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is it so important?
Jealousy, I guess.
Or is it because you live such a useless life
Could
that you live vicariously off
a superhero,
that superhero?
a fictional superhero.
No,
or the
because
fictional character
I
on the screen.
Yeah.
think the main reason is because they see that they've been pushed to the sidelines. They've been
How?
pushed out of people's eyesight for so long that now putting them in the front, in the spotlight, gives them gives meaning to and purpose to existing.
I find it so hard to
Of-
even like
Because
like,
we're not in their shoes. We didn't have to grow up feeling so different for not liking or feeling one way. Like those that grew up in as a boy wanting to play with dolls, or like a woman or like a girl wanting to play with
Trucks, cars.
trucks and cars, and as a boy liking another boy, or as a girl liking another girl. So we've never been in that situation. So because of that, we cannot fully empathize with them, because we are the society at large, and they are the smaller group. So now they see a projection of them on screen, and they find shit, that's something we need to grasp onto. But like most other things, when it happens so quickly and you grasp onto it and you have a taste for it, right? Then you just, you want to go full on with it. So you want to push it to how far it wants to go. And now, on the other hand, we're also encouraged to be nice. There's this whole movement to
Generation nice.
generation nice, but it's a fake nice. It's forced, not say forced.
it's nice out of fear.
It's nice out of fear, and it's also nice not out of your heart. It's nice either to feel special, to feel better about yourself, to be different from the next person, or to be more righteous than the one other. This is
It's not genuine lah.
It's not genuine.
Yeah,
It's-
you're
it's-
being nice because you know that this gives you
it's popular.
currency.
It's
gives you
popular.
currency.
It's
Yeah.
popular. It's no longer nice. You know how last time when the person was being nice and maybe you want to go as far as say as altruistic, right? Don't expect anything else. No, it's just being nice out of the sake of why not?
Yeah.
That was authentic. That was how we were supposed to be. But now it just pays to be louder. A loud nice. Like, I'm so much more nicer than you. I am so much more nicer than you. I stand for more things that are nice because I can get further. And it sounds horrible for me to say that, but I feel that that's the way it goes. It's more popular to be nice now. And as much as I want to... of course, you don't want to say, what's so wrong with that? What's wrong with being nice? When it's this ingenuous and fake, there's no point
When there's an agenda behind it.
when it's a channel, because
Yeah.
when things turn, those nice people, they show their true colors, and you're just surrounded by more nastiness than you know.
Yeah.
It can be turned on its head, you know. And that's not the kind of place.
An example would be how the so-called tolerant are the most intolerant,
Yeah.
right? But one thing that was
How-
really interesting, a video that I saw, which is literally like just an audio clip from a podcast, right? So it was Tim Dillon on a podcast with two girls, and
For a guy, ass is amazing.
so it was Tim Dillon on a podcast with
That should be
girls,
our.
right? And their cadence, the voice
Yeah.
was horrible. It's
Very shrill kind of voice, right?
No, it was like the vocal fry, and it was like it was horrible to listen to the two girls. But then there was Tim Dillon, so I was like, okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
And he said something really interesting. He said that gay men never wanted to be accepted by the general public. Gay men had their own thing. They wanted to go out, have sex, have a fucking good time, and be left alone.
Right.
Because quite a number of activities that the gay community or gay men in particular, were involved in was all illegal.
True.
Doing drugs, right? Having orgies or whatever, like loads of illegal things were happening.
Right.
And they found happiness in that, and they just wanted to live their life in a certain way.
They don't want this to be brought to the public.
Yeah,
they are engaging in all this kind of shit,
They don't
right?
need unneeded fucking attention into their lifestyle.
Right.
Right? They don't want people who are not interested in this, like peeping in and like knowing what they're doing.
They just don't want to be beaten up for you know,
That is one. No, but another thing is that they
that's-
don't want to be in prison.
Yeah, that's
They
don't
want to do their own shit.
That's later in life lah. But the one that they use to cover that is like bullying in schools, you know, being that. But then again, you know, in Western society, bullying is happening regardless of that.
Yeah.
It can be for the sake of your hair being red. You get bullied for that. Your
Yeah.
face being a bit freckled. You can get bullied on that. It's just them being fucked up. And it's a thing that keeps going on because they have this thing is you know, 18 years old, you go for independence. They're so young, they're given this concept where you can do whatever you want. It's freedom to do this whole entitled shit in their head. You can speak whatever you want, you can say whatever. Not necessarily whatever you say is right, but you can just say it.
Yeah.
But it goes there, and I think now the worst thing is we've always speak about this and how trends have this propensity to catch on too quickly. So it's always about what's popular, what's trendy, and now it's trendy to be nice. I rule the day that it becomes trendy to be mean, but you can see where it goes.
Actually, it's not even trendy to be nice. It is trendy to be nice to a certain group.
I mean, but it falls on this thing. Like I rule the day where trends rule so much, right? Where you know how quickly it can turn. As long as the society accepts something to be trendy and cool, imagine one day we turn to that where it becomes cool to be mean to a certain group. And it could happen. Because when you give...
It has already happened, Sean.
Yeah, so no, but yeah, okay. So I'll let you get to that one. But it can... I think it'll be the same thing as where it comes on where you're mean to one group on the sake of righteousness.
Yes.
So it's okay for you to be mean right now to anyone who's anti-vax. It's okay for you to degrade them, to throw stones at them. But look at the bigger picture. Is it really okay? Is it nice to throw someone on a bus for his personal opinions or this kind of thing?
Or for facts.
So look, it's not nice, right? It's not nice to do something like that, but on the sake of righteousness, on being, you know, you can do things like that.
Yeah.
Now you see, that's where I question it. That's where you have to question it.
No, and another thing, just blanketly saying that, if you say anything that I disagree with,
Okay. I didn't mean to say.
No,
I
like-
didn't mean to only say because that's the only
No,
one I
no,
can
but,
think of, lah. But
any,
yeah.
anything, right?
Uh.
Anything, you get called a boomer.
Yeah. So stuff like that. You see, it suddenly becomes okay to treat this group nasty
Yeah.
because they fall into that group.
And how did an entire group of people just become like discounted?
Suddenly becomes a trend. So
Yeah.
so you see how it can be turned on. Like, oh, everyone's okay being nice. Oh, but this group, look, let's
Oh, we don't have to be nice.
label. We don't have to be nice to them. We can shit on them. And I saw one video which was quite disgusting. Is where all this, I don't know where it happened. Where it's all of them raising their fist in the air, and they're all surrounding this one lady because she didn't want to raise her fist. And they're all raising their fist. They're asking her, "Why didn't you raise your fist?" And one lady is shouting at her in her face. And I cannot remember the video lah.
Is it a fisting session?
Probably. But this lady who sat down there refused to raise her fist, and
Right.
everyone was shouting at her to raise it.
That's a mob
But-
mentality, lah.
But you
basically.
you look at that, and then even though that group, right, you can find out that their cause is probably raise your fist for dolphins.
Could be.
Like, raise your fist. Sea was right there. Why didn't you raise your fist? Don't you care about the dolphins? But you look at them. They're hounding, they're mobbing this one lady. And they're asking her to raise her fist.
Yeah.
You don't know for what. It could be for fisting. It could be for dolphins. It could be for fisting dolphins. You don't know. And they're just... And you look at it and it's like, how is this possible? Look at them. All of them feel that they're right. But you look at it from outside and you see that they're being extremely nasty. This lady is... What? If she doesn't want to raise her fist, move away.
Yeah.
But it's okay because they feel that they're in the right, they're righteous. And that's why I say it's this little thing. I was like, what's
Do you know who feels righteous? A father who came to Singapore, entered Singapore, and waited outside his daughter's house, waited for her to in the morning before she goes to work,
Yeah.
stalked her, and then took out a knife and then started stabbing her.
And he felt and yeah, you're right, because I think when they wrote the story,
Yes,
he felt that he was correct to do so.
he was correct to do so. Yeah, because when money's involved,
No.
when your children conspire,
Money is involved, property is involved.
So
Yeah.
So when it was written, right, the eldest daughter may have had nothing to do with it. It was because she was the eldest.
Yeah.
But the
in
all,
the eyes of the loving father,
Yeah.
she was the most guilty.
correct. So of all the children, right, they all agreed to sell. They all agreed to refurbish the house and put it on the market. They haven't sold it yet, but he
Yes.
walked by and he saw his house. It cannot refurbish. Someone else
Yeah.
stay inside. Must be my eldest
So
daughter's
this-
fault.
This was in Malaysia.
Yeah, this is the perfect story of a Malaysian family.
Yeah, this is her
Yeah.
fault.
And that's why Singapore should build a wall around Singapore Island to
I
keep
mean-
these foreigners out of here.
I mean, we only
And
heard.
they can start with rejecting Rosema's
but-
entry.
but sadly, we only heard his point of view.
Yeah.
The lady, the children got nothing to say.
I think the children want nothing to say of their
yeah,
father.
so it was his point of view the whole way. He was saying that he was estranged from his children.
Yes. His 4 children conspired to sell their family home.
He
Yeah.
worked a lot, and so they were apart for a bit. So when he separated, I think he remarried. No, he didn't remarry. He was with a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend left him, so he was homeless, and he blamed his children. He blamed his children for his homelessness. He blamed everything on them. He blamed the world. So how does he solve it? He comes all the way to Singapore, stalked his daughter, and stabbed her.
Yeah.
And the whole story of how he stabbed her is he found her and said, "You caused me so much pain." He stabbed her. Cha 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 cha. Somebody
He stabbed her multiple times. dude.
multiple
Yeah.
times. Someone saw him and said, "Oi!" And it's like, "Oh shit!" He walked.
He ran away on
He
his
ran
motorcycle.
away, motorcycle.
Yeah, the passerby helped the daughter. I
Helped
think
the daughter.
called the ambulance
so
or
she
some
was
shit.
sitting down waiting for the ambulance. This
And then he
guy
came back.
didn't run away.
You
He
know,
came back.
credit to this guy. He doesn't leave a job unfinished.
Yeah.
He comes back to finish
But
the
he
job.
also lived up to the adage where the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. So
Yeah.
he returned. He saw the daughter still in.
Still alive.
Haven't died yet. Come
Hey.
on, and then he stabbed her again.
Why my stabbing skill so bad? Let me finish this. Stabs her again, and then he runs away. And then the ambulance arrived.
Yeah, he ran away. You know what?
Yeah.
He didn't run away in guilt or what.
You think that he would fled
Yes.
back to Malaysia, but no, he went to his son's
He went to fight.
office.
No, he went to search for his son. He wanted to stab him as well.
Yeah.
So he couldn't find him, but he was very close.
He was waiting at the loitering around
Yes.
the coffee shop
He
near
was
his son's
waiting
office.
at the coffee shop where his son's office was, but before he could carry it out,
The cops arrived,
police caught him.
Yeah,
And his daughter
survive.
survived.
What a trooper!
Do you know what this means?
What?
Yeah, she's a trooper. But
He didn't
is
use a proper knife.
serrated
Yeah.
thing. So it may, but the thing is that he is that much of a failure in life that he even failed at killing somebody. Because
Damn.
this guy stood for nothing.
I think the total number of he stabbed the daughter 17 times.
But,
Yeah.
but
17.
it goes
This-
to show that karma or God or the failure that he is, it just shows that this guy who blamed everyone else except himself for whatever he did.
Yeah.
Okay, this is harsh judgments because I don't know his full story. I don't know what he's done. Maybe he's worked his entire life. You know, he's one of those fathers that the reason why he's not home is because he's working for his family every single day to bring it back. And then,
And then the truant maybe spit in his face.
yeah, spit in his face.
You know, when he comes home with the bacon, they're like, hey, why bacon? I want
Yeah,
beef.
it's
And
like,
then they spit in his face.
Appa, why can't you speak
Yeah.
in a proper English way? You know, it's like, I send you to English school so you can speak this way. How do you talk to me this way?
Yeah.
Don't abuse me. You know, this day and age, this is child abuse.
Yeah.
I hate you. I'm an ally. You know, you can't treat me this way. It's like, what
then-
the fuck is an ally? It's
Yeah,
like,
and then when he
fuck
brings back
your-
his new girlfriend, they're like, hey, why your girlfriend so ugly?
yeah, stuff like
Get
that.
a better girlfriend. Yeah.
And then he went off. I think his wife passed on. If it's not his wife passed on, then he went to find love with another lady. But his animosity to his children drove him. Okay, this whole part is made up lah. Like I said, when we don't have the truth, we make things up. Just have to clarify. So he went with this lady, and then she was like, "Why you always say your children? Why you always blame them for everything? I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving you. Fix yourself. You know, get your children out of your mind."
Was it
Or we
fix yourself or
Yeah.
fix them up?
No. She said, fix yourself. You know, fix
Yeah.
yourself. Get your children out of your mind, and then we can be together. And it's like, that's true. I blame them for everything. How am I gonna fix it? I should kill them.
yeah.
No, wait. I
But-
don't not kill them. I go see my house.
Yeah.
I sell, take money, and then stay with her. They sold my house without my
Imagine,
knowledge.
dude, imagine, right, how sad and funny it would be if the children decide to pool money together to refurbish the house, sell it so that they can support the dad.
Correct.
But the dad just jumped to conclusions. It's like,
Conclusion.
they want to cut me off the deal, I'm going to
Why
stab them
coming
to
out of
death.
the deal? I'm gonna stab them. Then my girlfriend
Yeah.
says their problem. I go and find out where are they.
And then-
That's why we should reach a premature conclusion,
Yes.
just like how the man did, and that conclusion is Malaysia boleh.
yeah.
Build a wall.
Yeah,
Build a fucking
the
wall.
mentality. But
Yeah.
cannot. Every single time we say anything about Malaysia, they'll say the same thing to us. Oh, we cut off your water, or we cut your supply, we cut off this one.
The thing is that there are brilliant people on both sides of the pond.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the sad thing is that vast majority of the people on both sides are fucked up.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and this also shows how much money plays in love.
Yes.
Yeah. Love only can go so far. Once money comes into the picture,
even
that's it.
familial love,
Yeah.
like family ties are so weakened that you sell the
You know,
house.
the saying goes, right, blood is thicker than water.
Oh no,
Yeah.
there's an
Mm.
extension of that, right?
Not when green
The-
paper is involved.
No,
Oh.
The true I think there was someone said that the quote, right, was actually longer. Blood is thicker than water. Then or
we
something
talk about this, yeah.
Yeah,
Couple episodes
something
ago.
about
Yeah.
like except that those what made through bonds or something. So blood is only something like
Blood runs thicker than water from the womb. Water of the womb. Yeah.
something like that. So it's basically saying that any
Blood of the covenant runs thicker than water of the womb. Sorry.
yeah. So like friends who have no connection to you,
Yeah.
it's that bond there is much stronger than the one made from the wound, which is just there through blood, something like that.
It'd be hilarious in a very sad way that when the moment she saw the dad walking towards her, it'd be like, hey, I was just about to tell you that you're going to get part of the... And then, you know, the knife comes out and say, what the fuck? We're
Then
going to
she's-
give you money.
As she's complaining,
Yeah.
complaining to the passerby, it's like, who's that? Oh, my father, he stabbed me. It's like, wow, so bad. And man, you wait here, I go and call the ambulance. Okay, can.
And then the dad comes back. Wait, hang on. I'm supposed to give you some... And I have a check in my back pocket,
The-
but the dad didn't wait.
The passerby comes back and says, your father came back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gee.
Wait, he has 4 kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the 4 kids are in Singapore.
Yeah. So she's
So I mean, it says something that the 4 kids left Malaysia,
yeah.
get away from the dad, and
And
move to
she's
Singapore.
traumatized. Apparently, after she recovered, she's like, "Oh fucking, I don't want to go to the thing." She hates all her relatives,
Yeah,
even the uncle that comes from overseas. Hello, got knife now.
yeah. But I think
The
that
knife-
Singapore is going to charge him in Singapore, right?
Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Because
cut
he
your
committed
fingernails.
crime in
You
Singapore.
got cut your fingernails, everything. So
Can Malaysia extradite him back to
Nah.
Malaysia?
it was
They wouldn't want to.
they wouldn't want.
They
to.
won't want to deal with this shit.
Yeah,
right?
why would house him in our
They
prison?
got their
Just
own shit to deal with, lah.
Oh, that's
leave
true.
him in your prison and deal with him how you want.
Mahathir wants to run for elections again.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't he like 89 years old?
95, 96.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, 96.
Whatever
maybe.
lah. I mean, let him.
He wants to set a new world record lah.
Oldest MP.
What
Wow.
record? He already set it.
Break again lah.
Yeah, now break ah.
Yeah,
Whatever lah.
go down in history books.
How about he goes down in the history book as the only MP with Alzheimer's?
No, he.
That's Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That's Joe Biden.
He forgets his policy as soon as he makes it. He advocates for the same policy again.
Mahathir Mohamad sees a really good bomo lah.
Oh,
For fucking hell, the man is sound. His brain is fantastic,
yeah,
and he has outlived LKY. So
yeah. Maybe he doesn't fuck kids like Joe Biden. That's why.
maybe. On that note.
On that note, ciao guys.